Match number 25, Rajshahi versus Barishal here at the Sylhet Outer Cricket Stadium. With the two teams will be desperate to get some points here in this encounter. Yes, it's overcast, it's cloudy, and it rained last night and even in this morning as well. But the ground staff did a terrific job to prepare the ground, and we are all set for an exciting game of cricket in Sylhet.
So here we are for match number 25 at the center here. It's between Rajshahi and Barishal. With me at the toss, I have the two captains, Sabir Hussain from Rajshahi and Salman Hussain Imon representing Barishal, as well as the esteemed match referee, Syed Asif Hussain. Sabir will flip the coin.
Head.
Heads is the call. And it is heads, so Barishal have won the toss. Salman, what have you decided?
I'm just going for batting first.
And to conclude this tournament on a positive note, looking at the Barishal playing 11, Salman Hussain Imon, the captain, alongside Onick, Azmir, Fazle Mahmood Rabbi, the experienced campaigner. Ifti is also there with the bat. Mehdi, Moinul, Ovi, Rafsan, Shohag Ghazi and Mohin are in the playing 11 today for Barishal. Rajshahi, on the other hand, is looking at their playing 11, led by skipper Sabir Hussain. They have someone like Pritham, Habibur Rahman Sohan, who is in outstanding touch. So does Mehrab, Mohor, Niaduzaman batted well. Sabir Rahman Rumon, all eyes will be on him as well, alongside Shakir, Shujan, Taijul Islam and Wasi Siddiqui, the leg spinner.
These are the on-field umpires, AIM Munirzaman Tinku and Ali Arman Rajun will be officiating on-field as the Barishal openers make their way onto the field.
But they are under a bit of pressure of performing, and when as a unit you don't get enough wins, you tend to feel a lot under the cush, and Barishal will be hoping to finish things off in a positive note. Yes, the two openers are all set. Azmir Ahmed to face the first ball of the innings. Got the starts in the last couple of matches, but not being able to convert those.
Liftigar Hussain, the left-handed batter, giving company to Azmir Ahmed.
We are all set for the first ball of the match.
Let's play.
Here we go. Let's play. Good start, right on the money. Mohor Sheikh. The overcast condition will surely encourage the seamers to pitch up.
I think this was slightly overpitched.
Again, playing across the line. Direct hit. The slip was taken right before the delivery, because of the fact that Azmir was looking to play across the line, but I would like to see the slip in place.
Yeah, back of a length. Bit of hint of swing. And also movement of the surface going away from the batter. That
gives it a charge straight to the fielder. What a catch! That is an outstanding catch. The fielder was just put in right from deep square leg inside the circle, and what a catch by Mehrab. This is outstanding start for Rajshahi.
This is great captaincy, and credit to Mohor Sheikh, the bowler as well. The fielder was just pushed inside. The fielder just came in that position, square leg. Have you watched that or not? He's played it straight to that fielder. Yes, it's a special catch. It's an excellent catch by Mehrab. And the first one departs for Barishal, and Azmir Ahmed will be making that walk back.
Rafsan Mahmood, the left-hander. Drifting down the leg side, fielder at short pine leg. Got a bit of hand on that one. Nevertheless, a single to end the over. Leg by given. End of a very good first over by Mohor. Flighted delivery outside the off. A bit on the shorter side, and Rafsan lashed onto it. First boundary of the innings came off the bat of Rafsan.
Well, I like the fact that he did not go through with the shot in the previous delivery when he realized that it was slower than he expected. This one was quicker, and then he timed the ball nicely, and more importantly, he found the gap between those two fielders along the ground, goes for 4.
That's better, much better. Looking at the field setup, 𝗵𝗃𝗧 needs to pick it up right there. He's got a long off and deep mid-wicket in place for the left-hander.
He's mixed it up so far as 𝗵𝗃𝗧. 𝗲𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗃 will be getting the strike for the first time.
Again, flighted delivery, but he went to the pitch of the ball. First ball that 𝗲𝗃𝗃 faced converts that into a boundary. That's a very good start from 𝗲𝗃𝗃.
This is good batting and good way to get into your zone. Going to the pitch of the ball, full follow-through of the bat, and again, importantly, playing it along the ground, away from the fielder.
Again, toss-tough delivery. 𝗵𝗃𝗧 is searching for that wicket, teasing the batter, despite being hit by a boundary, not afraid to toss the ball up.
So if the bowler is tossing the ball up,
dot ball to finish the over. Good one for Barishal. 10 coming from it. After 2, they are 11 for 1.
so they do have good bowling options.
Nicely punched on the back foot. A bit of misfield allowed 𝗲𝗃𝗃 to get a couple. Good running between the wicket in the end. Not the fastest in the lot, Shujon Howladdar. So he needs to bowl at a tight line and length. Never easy for a slow medium pacer to bowl in the power plays where the batter tends to go after them. Flick that away. Fielder deep square leg in chase. Going for the second. Makes it quite comfortably in the end. That's a positive start from 𝗲𝗃𝗃.
It is a bit fuller on this occasion. It was Shujon Howladdar. Throw in from the deep. Did not trouble the batters.
Hint of turn as well. Nicely played by 𝗲𝗃𝗃. Yeah, they need a sensible approach, Barishal.
Hussain, even though his
Catch it is the call. Straight to the fielder at short third. And Rafsan Mahmood departs. That was a lot slower this time by 𝗵𝗃𝗧. As you mentioned, he is a clever customer. Gets his first wicket. Barishal lost their second.
smart and well executed from 𝗵𝗃𝗧. Now he's playing away from his body. With the fielder placed in, did not get the sweet part of the bat and straight to that fielder at point. They lose their second to Barishal in Rafsan. He goes for 5, 17 for 2.
Catch it is the call from the keeper. A bit of misfield by 𝗵𝗃𝗧 allows Shoaib Ghazi to open up his account.
Well, that is exactly where I'd have a fielder, because 𝗵𝗃𝗧 bowling off spinners and with the right-hander on strike. But just going back to Shoaib Ghazi being promoted up the order, the ball is always going to come back into the right-hander.
Bat out. This one's a lofted off drive and it goes all the way for a maximum from the bat of 𝗲𝗃𝗃.
That's exactly what happens when you trust the wicket and you trust your decision. Steps out. A beautiful execution from the left-handed opener, 𝗲𝗃𝗃. Just look at that. Came to the pitch of the ball there. Beautifully struck. Goes all the way. Will give him a lot of confidence.
As the outside edge is taken, 𝗂𝗪𝗪𝐺𝐼 will get 4 lucky runs. You talk about using these opportunities.
Again steps out 𝗂𝗪𝗪𝗪𝐺𝐼, really showing some aggressive intent and finding some results. Positive ones for Barishal. Another edge that goes for a boundary.
Well, they sometimes call this shot the Chinese cut. It's gone behind the V, taking the inside edge. Take a look. Close to the stumps, but not close enough.
Again steps out. This time straight down the ground, but there is protection. You mentioned about the Chinese cut. I'm not sure, like, why did that name even come over? Invented by the Chinese, that shot? Nice improvisation from 𝗂𝗪𝗪𝗪𝐺𝐼. Another boundary to end the over. Expensive one from Moho Sheikh. The end of 6 overs, 14 coming from it. It's 37 for 1. It's 41 for 1, beg your pardon, for 2. Going for the reverse, again finds the gap. The ball has enough legs in it to run for another boundary. So 𝗂𝗪𝗪𝗪𝐺𝐼 dealing in boundaries at the moment.
Tell you what, ABP, this will annoy Rajshahi a lot. They were probably thinking that let's try and bat first or score a lot of runs, defeat the opposition by a big margin.
Holding the ball across the seam right away. It looks like he will rely on those variations in pace as we see the ball hitting directly at the stumps. Habibur Rahman Sohan, the fielder, at the non-striker's end. That's the 50 for Barishal as well. Oh, 𝗂𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝐺𝐼 had to drag his bat back twice. 𝗂𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 goes big, but this time has to hold out. A tame dismissal in the end, and Sabbir has an instant impact in the game.
Yeah, the captain does the trick. The last over, 𝗂𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙 getting runs. He was scoring freely, but now goes for one big shot, doesn't middle it, and luck is not on his side this time. The edges were going to the boundary before. This time it goes straight to the fielder's hand. Yes, Sabbir with the little celebration knows Shahgazi gone after scoring 21 runs from 12 balls. It's 51 for 3.
Pull that away. Flat. Goes all the way for maximum. Salman Hussain finally gets his touch. Struck his first maximum of the innings.
Nice shot. The best part about that was his footwork. Very quickly onto the back foot. He is a good back foot player. And he packs a punch as well. Elevated that ball, timed it well over the head of the fielder. Was big appeal there. Oh my goodness, the finger goes up. The highs and lows of cricket. 6 in the previous ball and then loses his wicket in the next from the last ball of the 11th over. So the 4th wicket down for Barishal. So that was what happened in the last ball of the previous over. Nihatul there going for the reverse was Salman Imon. Struck in his front pad, a vociferous appeal, and the umpire raised his finger. So just as they were looking good,
gets off the mark immediately. Will it reach the fence? It does. Started off with a boundary, Fazle Mahmood Rabbi, and Barishal need more of those.
a very cheeky shot there from Rabbi. Of course, Sabbir has been targeting the stumps so far, this time too far down the leg. And with fine leg up.
Wide, edged, and 4. You can feel for the bowler, but at the same time, Fazle Rabbi can say, I was clever enough. I saw there was no slip in place. Even an outside edge was enough to get a boundary.
Slightly intentionally, it seemed. Tried to run that down through third. He saw the fielder at third within the circle. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, yes.
Oh, leading edge. Lucky for 𝗃𝗃. Did not go straight to a fielder. Now he goes the aerial, and he's made good connection. Has Fazle Mahmood Rabbi. He brings up a maximum. It's a good hit.
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant hit by Rabbi. Take a look at the length. Goes back and then forward. Whacking that ball down on one knee for a maximum.
It was full, well driven. There is a fielder there, so they'll only get one. The two left-handers in the middle have formed a good partnership for Barishal. 38 now.
In quick time too. Just 24 deliveries.
Hit it straight and good. Will get four for it. Will. It's a good strike, good shot, and importantly along the ground from Iftikhar Hussain Ifti. Yeah. Oh, this is good running. Very good running between the wickets from Ifti and Rabbi.
And that brings up the 50 for Iftikhar Ifti. Looking to scoop it and does well. Finding the gaps at will now is Ifti.
Gets to his 50 in style, does
Being cheeky again, but this time not good enough. Gets caught at short fine leg while trying to pay that scoop, as Mohor picked up his second wicket. End of a good knock, nevertheless.
Ifti has played his part. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 will be satisfied with another wicket there. Again, another attempted scoop there. Just not hitting the sweet part of the bat. There was a short fine in place. An easy catch for him, but a very enterprising knock nonetheless. Fazle Mahmood Rabbi.
Attempt at Yorker again, but this time Fazle Mahmood Rabbi just slightly overpitched. Finds the gap, struck that really well. Boundary to finish the over. Comes down the track, nicely bowled, well disguised. He saw the batter coming down the track, bowled that way wide of the off stump.
Usually there are two options for a bowler when you see the batter stepping out. Either bowl it wide enough or go for the shorter stuff. But Sabbir chose to bowl that wide Yorker, did it with precision.
Not the best of connection. Fielder at short third drops it. It's Habibur Rahman Sohan, who was running backwards, never easy backpedaling and taking those catches. Kept his eyes on the ball, but just spills at the last moment.
Another opportunity squandered by Rajshahi. Oh, went there, could have taken it. Would be disappointed that he hasn't. But another lifeline there for Fazle Mahmood Rabbi. Still a few balls to go. All these runs so important for Barishal. 140 could be challenging. Must try and go there. Strike rotated. Shamsul Islam back on strike for the final two deliveries of this innings.
135 for 5. Not a bad score. Maybe 140 could give them that psychological boost. 2 more balls to go. 5 needed for that. Onik on strike. The sensible thing would be to give a single back to Fazle Mahmood Rabbi. Let's see what he does. In the air. He does that exactly. 𝗂𝗲𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃 is not willing to take the double. He will strike for the final delivery.
Again, a very good over here. Just no boundaries, no sixes. Sabir Hossain has kept things quiet into his final over. We've seen this kind of bowlers really do well in this NCL. We've seen Ziaur Rahman and then Sabir Hossain. Not a lot of pace, mainly holding it on the cross seam, bowling it slow. He's done well.
Last ball. Full toss. Boundary. Great finish from Barishal, courtesy of 𝗂𝗲𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃. And with that boundary, they go on to reach 140. That will give them some sort of confidence when they come out to defend the target. It's been a very good knock from 𝗂𝗲𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃. And Barishal will be happy with the way they batted. In the end, they go on to post 140 after 18 overs.
It was a nice stroke to find the gap. It was a full toss. Made best use of it. Fazle Mahmood will be happy, as you mentioned. 39 not out of 22. Batting at a very, very high strike rate. Important role to play. Coming in at number 6 today. So that's that for Barishal in their batting innings. They've batted out their 18 overs. Lost the 5 wickets, but in the process, some good knocks with the bat.
Yeah, if they hold the innings early on after Barishal kept losing wickets at regular intervals, but since the departure of 𝗼𝗃, 𝗂𝗲𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃 took the responsibility and making sure he stays there till the end and eventually helping Barishal to post 140. Right, Azmir Ahmed missed out without troubling the scorers today. 𝗼𝗃 top scoring with 55 of 48. Shoaib Ghazi was promoted at number 4, added 21 of 13, and 𝗂𝗲𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃 remained unbeaten after scoring a well-made 39 of just 22 balls.
So Barishal posts 140 from their 18 overs, and Rajshahi will need to score 141 to win.
Hello and welcome back from the Sylhet Outer Cricket Stadium. It's match number 25 between Rajshahi and Barishal. Rajshahi, having won the toss and opted to bat first, go on to post 140 in 18 overs. Just to remind our viewers, it's an 18 over per innings match where Barishal posted 140. And with the bat, it was 𝗼𝗃, the opener, top scoring with 55 of 48. Shoaib Ghazi, promoted at number 4, added 21 of 13. 𝗂𝗲𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃 remained unbeaten on 39 of 22, helped his side to post 140 for 5 after 18 overs. I'm joined by Shravannoy Ghosh. Shravannoy, good enough total on the board for Barishal?
I think it's a decent total on the board. It's a defendable total. As far as Barishal are concerned, 2 wickets for 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗃 𝗀𝗃. Mehrab bowled really well, 1 for 19 of his 3 overs. No wickets for Shujan Hawladar coming into the side. Nihat did well as well, for 1 for 22 of his 3. Sabir did a decent job, 1 for 29 of his 4 overs. But I felt at times that Rajshahi could have squeezed on further, squeezed Barishal further to limit the runs even more. It's not a bad total. Keeping the conditions in mind, as you see, for a brief period during the break, there was a light cover on top of the pitch because you want to protect the surface. That's the target for Rajshahi. But with the overcast conditions, well, bowlers might get something out of the track.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a tricky chase for Rajshahi, but it's a very crucial game for them. Not just a win here, they need to make sure they have a healthy net run rate in order to keep their hopes alive for the top 4. And from Barishal's perspective, they will be looking to win this game and conclude this NCL T20 on a positive note. Hasn't had the best of tournament, and Salman Hussain Imon and his troop will be desperate to get a win here. But I was a little surprised, Shravannoy, not to see Taijul Islam bowling a single over despite being in the playing 11.
Were you? Well, yeah, we were equally astonished and asking the same question. A bowler of his caliber, of his class, with all the experience and stats to back him up. You have him in the side, and you have him in the side as a bowler. So I really don't know the reason. Yes, overcast conditions. Yes, left and right and batting combinations are there. It's probably the last hurdle for Barishal division in this year's 𝗲𝗲𝗃𝗃 Islamic Bank NCL T20 powered by Turbo. But these two, the last time they played here on this ground, they fired, didn't they? Fire. That was a rain curtain match as well. Not going in their favor with the 15-over encounter. Remember how much they scored?
Yeah, it was carnage, Shomanoid. They go on to post exactly 200, the first 200 total on the board in this edition of 𝗲𝗃𝗃 Islamic Bank Presents NCL T20. I really hope it's not that heavy rain out there, but at the moment things are not looking good here in Sylhet as the clouds are covered all over the sky. It's dark, it's overcast, and it's drizzling, but we are all set for the second innings of this match, where Rajshahi will be looking to chase down the target of 141 posted by Barishal with two openers, Habibur-Rahman Sohan and Sabbir Hussain, the captain, will be looking to provide a flying start yet again.
Yeah, that was match number 17 here at this ground when they took on Sylhet. And these two put up a partnership of 141 runs. So on that regard, they put up exactly 141. They can score 141 within the given overs. Conditions are different. That's all we are saying. Aliaman Rajon in place. We're all set.
Habibur-Rahman Sohan to face the first ball of the innings. Good start by Mohin. Yeah, Barishal needs to be disciplined with the ball. Yet to win a game in this edition of 𝗲𝗃𝗃 Islamic Bank Presents NCL T20 powered by Turbo, and they are desperate for one here. It was in the air for a while, but Habibur-Rahman Sohan and Rajshahi are off the mark.
Well, it's all right if they take a few deliveries. It has started drizzling. That background behind Sabbir tells me it's slightly more than a drizzle at the moment. But still choosing to go on. It is an important match nonetheless.
Yeah, Sabbir Hussain, since taking up the responsibility, performed really well as a player and as well as a captain. Good channel from Mohin. It's a good start.
It's a decent start from Mohim. The question is, the way Habibur-Rahman Sohan prefers to bat, likes to bat, is go after the bowling. He is at the non-strikers end. He's taken a single. When does he get going?
On the leg side, straight to the fielder, short fine leg. No run taken. Yeah, by the looks of especially Sabbir Hussain, he seems to take some time. Initially, they can afford to take some time.
Direct hit, but the batter was in. They can afford to do it as long as these two are in the middle. They can cover up for the difference.
And both are capable of hitting those big sixes and boundaries. In the air, but in the gap as well. Sabbir Hussain gets off the mark with a boundary. A bit lucky, I would say. But they say fortune favors the brave.
Can't help but agree with you on this. From the toe end of the bat, it flew, but somehow found the gap backward of square on the offside. There it is, two fielders. Found that gap, races away for 4. Unfortunate for the bowler Mohim.
Yeah, played that away from his body. There was a hint of movement as well. Nicely played again. He was in total control in that occasion. Back-to-back boundaries from Sabbir. Mohim will be disappointed. 9 coming of the first over. 9 without loss after the first over. Rajshahi are in chase of 141. Sabir Hossain struck 2 back-to-back boundaries in the first over, and this was the last ball of the previous over. Was in total control. Here comes Mehdi. Surprise Sohan with that late movement.
Yeah, there is a bit of spice for the seam bowlers on this surface, particularly with overcast conditions. Mehdi Hassan. This is the reason I feel it's called the gentleman's game. There's a lot of science involved in it as well.
Oh, that's close. Hit him in the back leg. Maybe got a bit of inside edge, yeah. Yet to see a signal from the umpire. So it's given as runs.
Yeah, umpire reckoning that there was some bat involved. Oh, without appeal. I think if there was some bat involved, that's what got him the excuse.
Sabir Hossain on strike now. Fine leg inside the circle. There's a deep square leg in place as well as a wideish deep third man. Trying to close the face of the bat a bit early on that occasion. Lucky getting that outer part of the bat. Gets a single. Gives the strike back to Sohan again.
Well, it is raining here in Sylhet. Still opting to carry on.
Gone high. Long way up in the air. And gone all the way for maximum. The intent was there by Sohan. And he's gone for it. First maximum for Sohan.
He's capable of those fireworks. That's the X factor he has, Habibur Rahman Sohan. People have been talking about him. Carries on to prove himself.
He's in trouble. He is in deep, deep trouble. Habibur Rahman Sohan just struck a 6. And in the very next ball, he was caught at mid-off. He's trying to play that on the onside, closing the face of the bat, I guess, a bit early, and was caught in 2 minds in the end.
Just after he hits him for a 6, Mehdi, it's a good comeback. Now, the length wasn't there to play that shot. He could have flicked it on the onside. Yeah, send off by Mehdi. It's a typical fast bowler's response, and he responds by taking a wicket, and that too, the big one of Habibur Rahman Sohan, who goes after hitting a 6. And this is not looking good. The umpires tried to persist, wait with a bit of patience, because the nature of the clouds here is that they pass on, the showers pass on. The umpires were waiting, but the rain seems to be increasing. Sohan goes for 8. It's 17 for 1.
We have some bad news here for the viewers. It's still raining here in Sylhet. And the game between Rajshahi and Barishal has been stopped early on. However, the rain has stopped, but at the moment, the playing conditions are not favorable to continue the game. It drizzled quite a lot early on, while Rajshahi were in chase of 141 posted by Barishal after the departure of 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗻𝗻 Sohan. The rain came quite heavily as the umpires were forced to stop the play.
Yeah, these are the highlights for you. This is how the Barishal innings transpired. It was a good knock from 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃, who was there in the middle for quite a bit. This was Rafsan al-Mahmood's wicket. 𝗃𝗍 with some good-looking strokes. Shohag Ghazi was promoted up the order, in at 4 to up the ante. Some intent shown from Shohag Ghazi, was pulling them, but this was a leading edge where he gave away his wicket to Sabir Hussain. But the Barishal batters, courtesy of Fazli Mahmood Rabbi's and 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃's partnership, they looked good. Another wicket to fall. This was Salman Hussain Imon, their captain. And then Fazli Mahmood Rabbi came, and 𝗃𝗍, they put together a good partnership.
Yes, 𝗃𝗍 was dismissed right after scoring that 50, but since then it was Fazli Mahmood Rabbi took on the Rajshahi bowlers and managed to post a challenging total of 140 in the end. In reply, Sabir Hussain struck 2 boundaries in the first over, while 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗻𝗻 just striking a 6 of the previous ball was caught at mid-off while trying to flick that on the onside at the bowling of Mehdi before rain forced the umpires to stop the game. Not a good side at all for the cricket lovers and fans. Still, the covers are on, and I'm afraid it is not a good news that we are hearing at the moment. Right, the confirmation match abandoned due to rain, and it's the second time Rajshahi's match were abandoned due to rain, where Rajshahi against Sylhet previously posted 200 in a rain-curtailed encounter before weather did not permit the match to go on. Once again, bad news here in Sylhet, as the match between Rajshahi and Barishal has been abandoned due to rain. $17 for 1, that's what Rajshahi division managed to add in 1.5 overs before rain stopped the game. 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗻𝗻 Sohan was dismissed after scoring 8 of 6. Sabir Hussain, the skipper, was not out on 9 of 5, as the match unfortunately has been called off and abandoned. So the two teams who were desperately searching for a win will head back with some sort of disappointment, especially for Barishal. They were looking to finish this tournament on a positive note, searching for their first win. Unfortunately, that was not to be for them. For Barishal division, it was Mehdi who picked up the wicket of 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗻𝗻 Sohan in his very first over, while Mohim bowled the first over, adding where he was struck for 9 runs. So let's have a look at the points table here. This is getting interesting now after this game has been abandoned. Chattogram division are right at the top with 9 points in 6 matches. So does Khulna division, but Chattogram has got a better net run rate. Dhaka division are in the 3rd place with 8 points in 6 matches, while Dhaka Metro have 7 in 6 matches, winning 3 of those. Rajshahi, after this game was abandoned, they now at the 5th place with 2 wins and 6 points in 7 matches. They played out all their 7 matches alongside Barishal, who finished at the bottom of the table with no win in 7 matches.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit tsports.com.